Audrey Hepburn, a name synonymous with elegance, grace, and timeless beauty, is one of the most iconic figures in the history of cinema and fashion. Her life story is not just a tale of Hollywood glamour but one of resilience, compassion, and a deep commitment to humanitarian causes. Born Audrey Kathleen Rustin on May 4, 1929, in Ixelles, a suburb of Brussels, Belgium, Audrey Hepburn was the daughter of a Dutch baroness, Ella van Heemstra, and a British-Austrian banker, Joseph Victor Anthony Rustin. Her early years were marked by a life of privilege, but the shadows of World War II would soon cast a long and enduring influence on her life. As a young girl, Audrey's world was upended by the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands during World War II. The hardships of war were profoundly felt by Audrey and her family. Food was scarce, and the young Audrey suffered from malnutrition, which led to health problems that would affect her for the rest of her life. The war years also saw her family shattered, with her father leaving them when Audrey was just 6 years old, a loss she would later describe as the most traumatic event of her life. Despite the grimness of her surroundings, Audrey found solace in dance. She studied ballet in Amsterdam and later in London, harboring dreams of becoming a prima ballerina. However, her wartime malnutrition made her too weak for the physical demands of professional ballet. Yet, this setback would lead her down a different path, one that would ultimately immortalize her. In the early 1950s, Audrey's striking beauty and innate charm began to open doors in the world of acting. Her first significant role came in 1951, when she was cast in the Broadway play Gigi, based on the novella by Colette. Her performance captivated audiences and critics alike, setting the stage for her transition to the silver screen. Audrey Hepburn's big break came in 1953 when she was cast as Princess and in Roman Holiday opposite Gregory Peck. Her portrayal of the young, rebellious princess won her widespread acclaim and earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress. Audrey's performance was nothing short of a revelation. Her combination of vulnerability, poise, and charm made her an instant star. Following Roman Holiday, Audrey Hepburn became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actresses. She starred in a string of iconic films throughout the 1950s and 1960s, each one cementing her status as a screen legend. In 1954, she appeared in Sabrina, playing the role of a chauffeur's daughter who captivates the hearts of two wealthy brothers. Played by Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. Her role in Sabrina earned her another Academy Award nomination and showcased her versatility as an actress. Perhaps Audrey Hepburn's most enduring role came in 1961 with Breakfast at Tiffany's. As Holly Golightly, a free-spirited socialite with a complex past, Audrey delivered a performance that has become iconic in popular culture. The image of her standing outside Tiffany's, dressed in a sleek black Givenchy dress, with a cigarette holder in hand, has become one of the most memorable scenes in film history. The role of Holly Golightly was a departure from her previous characters, showcasing her ability to navigate more nuanced and layered roles. Beyond her film career, Audrey Hepburn became a fashion icon, thanks to her close collaboration with French designer Hubert de Givenchy. Their partnership began in the 1950s and continued throughout her life, with Givenchy designing many of her most famous looks, both on and off-screen. Audrey's style was characterized by its simplicity, elegance, and sophistication, qualities that made her a timeless fashion muse. Despite her incredible success in Hollywood, Audrey's personal life was marked by struggles and heartache. She married actor Mel Ferrer in 1954, and the couple had a son, Sean Hepburn Ferrer, in 1960. However, their marriage was far from idyllic, and they divorced in 1968. Audrey later married Italian psychiatrist Andrea Dedi in 1969, with whom she had another son, Luca Dedi. But this marriage, too, ended in divorce in 1982. After her second marriage ended, Audrey stepped back from acting to focus on her family and humanitarian work. In the 1980s and 1990s, she became a goodwill ambassador for UNICEF, using her fame and influence to raise awareness about the plight of children in war-torn and impoverished regions around the world. Audrey's dedication to humanitarian causes was deeply personal, rooted in her own experiences during World War II. She traveled extensively on behalf of UNICEF, visiting countries such as Ethiopia, Somalia, and Bangladesh, where she witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of poverty and conflict on children. In 1992, Audrey Hepburn was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, one of the highest civilian honors in the United States, in recognition of her work with UNICEF. Despite her declining health, she was diagnosed with a rare form of abdominal cancer. Audrey continued her humanitarian efforts until her final days, Audrey Hepburn passed away on January 20, 1993, at her home in Tolkinas, Switzerland. She was 63 years old. Her death marked the end of an era, but her legacy endures, not just as a Hollywood icon, but as a symbol of compassion, elegance, and humanity. Audrey Hepburn's influence extends far beyond her filmography and humanitarian work. Her enduring legacy can be seen in the countless people she continues to inspire, both within and outside the world of entertainment. Audrey's approach to life, characterized by kindness, humility, and a deep sense of responsibility towards others, serves as a guiding light for those who admire her. One of the most remarkable aspects of Audrey Hepburn's legacy is how she balanced her public persona with her private life. Despite her immense fame, she remained grounded, always prioritizing her family and personal values. Her sons, Sean and Luca, often speak of their mother not just as a global icon but as a loving and attentive parent who made sure they were raised with a strong sense of morality and empathy. Audrey's style, both in fashion and in life, continues to influence generations of designers, actors, and everyday individuals. The Audrey look, characterized by clean lines, minimalistic elegance, and a natural grace, remains a staple in fashion. Her collaboration with Hubert de Givenchy not only defined her image but also set a standard for celebrity and designer partnerships that is still emulated today. In her humanitarian work, Audrey Hepburn set a precedent for celebrities using their platforms for social good. Long before it became commonplace, Audrey recognized the power of her fame and chose to use it to amplify the voices of the less fortunate. Her work with UNICEF wasn't just a role she took on, it was a mission that she lived and breathed, dedicating her later years to advocating for children in need. Her tireless efforts helped bring global attention to issues of poverty, hunger, and child welfare, influencing many others to follow in her footsteps. Audrey's influence also extended into how she approached aging in Hollywood, a place where youth and beauty are often held above all else. She aged gracefully, accepting the natural course of life without resorting to the pressures of cosmetic alterations. In doing so, she redefined beauty standards, showing that true beauty lies in authenticity and the way one carries oneself through life. Her lasting impact is also evident in the numerous tributes and honors she has received posthumously. Audrey Hepburn has been the subject of books, documentaries, and films, all of which seek to capture the essence of her life and career. She has been ranked as one of the greatest female screen legends by the American Film Institute, and her image continues to grace posters, calendars, and art around the world. The Audrey Hepburn Children's Fund, established by her family in her honor, continues her work, ensuring that her legacy of compassion lives on. As we reflect on Audrey Hepburn's life, it becomes clear that she was more than just an actress or a fashion icon. She was a beacon of hope. A symbol of what it means to live a life with purpose and dignity. Her journey, marked by trials and triumphs, is a testament to the power of resilience, kindness, and the impact one individual can have on the world. Audrey Hepburn's story is one that transcends time. Her films remain beloved classics, her style continues to inspire, and her humanitarian work leaves a lasting legacy. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of Audrey Hepburn is the way she lived her life, with grace, humility, and an unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. As long as these values endure, so too will the memory of Audrey Hepburn, a true legend in every sense of the word.